Good afternoon, Year 10. Welcome to the Friday Takeaway for week 3 of Term 2, our fourth week of online learning. Rightio. So this week what we looked at essentially, or we're starting to look at the question of how did Nero obtain and retain power? We know that he's got a very poor reputation. So we've acquired that understanding, that survey of his life. But somehow he managed to stay in power for 14 years. Okay, so that's basically going to be our focus of this question, is to see how he manages to do that. Okay, and this week we looked at essentially how he got the throne. All right, the background of that then is that Agrippina, his mother, had manoeuvred things and set things up so that he was in a position where he would inherit the throne from Claudius. But Claudius starts to become a bit awake to the manipulation that Agrippina's getting involved in. And so he starts putting in changes. And so Agrippina, fearing that loss of power influence, actually poisons Claudius. And with his death then, Nero comes to power and is crowned emperor of Rome. Okay. So we looked at the assassination there and the account of the assassination, and then we applied and used those sources for us to apply and use the cognitive skill of comprehension, and that is going to be our focus for the first part of our upcoming assessment piece. All right. So the word of the week. The word of the week this week is aedile. So this was an administrative position in Rome, where people had different responsibilities for things such as water supply, roads, ports, and other infrastructure. A sideline of this position, or a benefit of it, was that you were allowed to organise public games and entertainment, which boosted your popularity with the people. So politicians used it as a way of gaining a bit of a name. Okay, so the first person to email me the word of the week, which is aedile, and spell it the correct way, in the subject line, will win this week's prize. All right, so we shall see you again next week when we look at and investigate the relationship between Agrippina and Nero. Thanks a lot. Have a good weekend.